Here we are again, and welcome back to Crazy Bill's Garage. And today I got two Frams and a Proformer. It is a Proformer, right? Yep, Proformer, a Napa Proformer for you. So, I got information on these, which is very nice. First thing to say is Toxic Commando. Nope, wrong page. John Carpenter's Toxic Commando is not out yet. Oh my word. Why is that not out? Oh well. Let's see. Turn the pages here a few times. Where is my info? Oh, there it is. There we go. It's on the back side of the book. So, the smaller one here, which is, you know what? I'll just get into it. Right? I'll just get into it as I go. Maybe I'll do the Proformer first. Yes, there it is. I'll get into that one first. Let's move these aside, get this one ready, and we'll go at it. So this Proformer is a 27060. Yep, 27060. And it's out of a 2020 Dodge Charger RT. So you know what that means, right? It's got the 5.7 liter. 5.7 liter in it. And that engine has 143,200 kilometers, or 89,500 miles. Now, that engine doesn't sound that great, and I don't know why, but it sounds like it's got some lifter or rocker problems. It is quite chattery, and I'll tell you, this filter, though, has 11,000 kilometers on it, or 6,875 miles. So, I'm not going to tell him what to use on his vehicle. This Proformer is probably just fine, but I do know he does not use synthetic oil. So, we'll see what that's all about. But he does not use synthetic. That might be something he might want to look into. It does, his valve train is quite chattery. So there we go. Oh, hey, almost dropped it. It's not that bad really. It's dark. The oil is very dark, but it doesn't seem dirty, like terrible inside of the base plate here. There's not a lot of particles. And, yeah, that is quite hard. My weak noodle arms are having trouble pushing that together. Wow, I gotta tell them. Nope, I'm not telling them anything. I stopped telling them what to do. I'm not telling them anything. They can watch the video and they can see what's going on. Got a real spring in the Proformer. Bottom of the cup, you know, that looks pretty good actually. That's not bad. But all I'm saying is that engine is a little chattery. So, yeah, a little oily. Let's see here. These Proformers do look like they're built pretty good. I like the bypass on them. The bypasses are nice. They're built into the end. Well, that's definitely shutting right. Yeah, looks fine to me. Now, I want to get this thing cut open so we can take a look at the filtration. There we go. Now, we're going to get super knife. You know, super knife. Please be careful with super knife. They do like to cut anything. Should patent super knife, but I don't even know. It's just some random Chinese knife I found somewhere around here, and it's just insane for cutting filters. So there's no name on it, so it's just a random super knife. See, it's so super it didn't need a name. And let's see. This, you know, no problem for super knife to cut through this. Very nice built filter though. I always like these Proformers. They were kind of nice, kind of sludgy. We got here, it's kind of sludgy, a little dirty. Yeah, it's got some particles, but it's nothing serious. So, I'll tell you right now, the inside of the engine probably looks like, you know, what this is looking like. Very dark. Very dark. So, I think we got a lot more, we got a sludge problem here because I think he leaves the oil in too long for being conventional. But, yeah, that actually turned out a lot better than I thought it would. A lot better. I'm kind of shocked at that. Well, he can keep using those Proformers. They seem to be working. Oh, no, they seem to be performing well for him. No, that didn't work. That's a Proformer, and I use the word performer. Ah, I'm such a loser. Next, we have the good old Fram. PH10060. And yes, these are coming off some very... the two Frams are coming off more expensive cars than I actually want a Fram orange can to be on, but this one just comes off a lady's car and she just has them put whatever on at the shop. So this is a 2017 Cadillac XTS. You know, I never even looked at her car that much, but it sounds good. It does. It's got 3.6 liter, 242,600 kilometers, or 151,625 kilometers. And she said 9,000 kilometers on this filter, or 5,625 miles. And yeah, she gets some change when there's about 25 to 30% left on her change meter on her car. So that's when she gets hers changed at a shop somewhere, I don't know, around. Don't really know what shop. But she always gets them to put a Fram on it. She says Fram. She says they heard they were good. So, hey, whatever. They're probably good enough, right? I should have been opening this up as I was blathering on there. But she uses Fram, and that's fine. Probably works out fine for her, right? Camera here a little. It's a nice vehicle, I guess. I'm not much of a Cadillac guy, so I'm more of a, I don't know, import guy. There you go. Or anything that runs kind of guy. She does say, though, that 3.6, she gets not the greatest gas mileage. She's never been impressed with the gas mileage for that vehicle. So, it's never been too good for her. But I believe she uses synthetic oil in it. So, don't know what kind. She never told me. But, synthetic, and 9,000 kilometers on this one. So, let's see what we got. Yeah, seems pretty clean inside. A little oily, but it seems pretty clean. Nothing wrong yet. Silicone. My weak muscles can push that together quite easy. And 9,000 kilometers gets you that. And we got a little bit of ickiness down there in the bottom, as usual. You know, it's nothing new. You always do when you get beyond what these filters can really do. The next one, this guy, you'll see. This guy, well, let's just talk about this one first. So, yeah, it is interesting. I can see it's got at least it's 9,000 kilometers out of it, or 5,625 miles. Even though they say you can do more on these, yeah, you shouldn't. These are a basic filter, by the way. I'm not saying they're useless. I'm just saying they're a basic filter, and you know, maybe you should be on more cautiousness with them instead of trying to run them until You know, I just couldn't do that. And yeah, she's snapping apart. And we all know it's the fiber inboards are just there to, you know, hold the glue to hold the filter. And yeah, it's done its job. It held the filter to everything. And here we go with the cheap little wire. No, it's not wire. It's metal. The cheap metal center tube there that crushes like nothing. And let us take a look here. Well, it's not terrible. I don't see any... There's no crap or anything really down the middle at all. Like in the crevices or creases. It's not bad. I see no carbon or anything, or I don't even see any pieces of metal in it. My word, what's going on? Figure you get a Fram, you get some sort of just horribleness, wouldn't you? Now this one, we're gonna get onto this one now right away. Time is going, and you know I don't want to be at this all day. Oh, flipping the camera. Sorry, trying to get it to hold my page down as I'm doing this. Oh, 1 second. There we go. There, that'll hold the page down. This is a Fram 10575. And this one comes out of a 2011 Mustang with a 5-liter engine. And you're thinking, oh my word, why would anybody use a Fram filter, especially an orange can, in a 5-liter Mustang? It's a 5-liter Mustang GT, by the way. And it's because he kind of works for, well, some oil filter company. I'm not going to say which one. And 166,000 kilometers on that car. He loves that car. He drives it all the time, all summer. And that's 103,750 miles. So he uses these, but he changes his oil at 6,000 kilometers. Like, this guy's religiously on to 6,000 kilometer oil changes for these filters, because he says, yep, that's where these ones do their best. Get up to 6,000, you change them. That's 3,750 miles. So yes, he changes these pretty religiously at 6,000. He says sometimes he may be a little early, but he's never late on an oil change. But this one, he said 6,000, could have been, he said 5,999. But yes, that is what he does with this. And he, that's just the way he does it. So we're going to see how good. And he says that is the proper oil change for one of these Fram extra guards. Don't go over. You can go under. Don't go over. So let's see how good this one did. Oh yes, and he does use synthetic oil. And that is so nice and clean in there. There's not a speck of, well, we'll see. We'll see. He's not always easy on his engine, by the way. He is rather, he loves speed. So that's why you got the 5-liter Mustang. And let's just check this. Oh, is this beautiful? 6,000 kilometer oil change, and that is what you expect. And 9,000 kilometer oil change, that's what you expect. Always get your oil changed. A little, like, these things can last if you just know what you got. It's a very pressurable spring. So, let's take a look. Yeah, it might have been sucking here, but I see that they always do suck there. Yeah, like that. And there we go. Looks pretty good. This is definitely one of the best looking Fram orange cans I've seen come out of a vehicle in a long time that didn't have umpteen tens of thousands of kilometers or miles on them. So, see, he knows what he's got. So he does what he, well, I'm not going to say what his job is, but let's just say he likes these oil filters. So hint, hint. But let's take a look at the, so well, this one actually did. If I can get it off. Super nice. Don't fail me. Oh, it never fails me. And there we go. It looks fine to me. And here we go with the tube. He honestly told me he didn't like the ones that are made by Champ Labs. He said he likes these ones more because he likes how the bypass seals up to the fiberboard. So let us take a look at this. I don't think we're going to see anything wrong here with any metal. He changes his oil regularly. You can see it's not dark or terrible. Like I say, this is one of the better looking Frams I've seen in a long time. He knows what he's doing. Now, do we have to take a look at these through the microscope or do we not? You know what? Let's do that. Let's take a look through the microscope of each one. Okay, get my glove off. Oh my word, it's trapped me. Oh, there we go. Okay, we'll take a look. So here we go at the Proformer. And you can see it's pretty well cellulose as usual. I think all of these are pretty well cellulose, so the way. And yes, that is a Proformer. It looks like it did a fine job of doing what it does. Except I think it looks a little sludged up, if you can tell. It's very sludgy in between all of the strands there. So I think this one, yeah, it's pretty sludged up. Okay, next we'll get on to the Fram. And yes, here we are with the Fram, the second one, the 10060. The one that had 9,000 kilometers on it. And as you can see, pretty dark, but it looks like it did its job. And, wow, what is that? No, don't see, it looks a little sludged up. She did have it in there quite a long time for 9,000 kilometers. So, yeah. Next we'll get on to the Fram again. So here we are with the PH10575, the one that was in the Mustang. Did 6,000 kilometers, and yes, you can definitely see it is a lot lighter color because it didn't have to, you know, stay in there forever and get all that darkness in it. And yes, you can see that this one looks like it did do a fine job too. All of these seem to be very like cellulose, and they all seem like they did a very good job. So next we'll go with the conclusion. So my conclusion is they all seem like they did a fine job, even taking a Fram up to 9,000 kilometers. I wouldn't do that, but you can see the difference, 9,000, 6,000. Very much darker. The oil is in the engine a lot longer. And this one here, yeah, this one was 11,000, and it does seem like it's even darker than the 9,000. So, all I can say is these Frams look like they did a great job. Use them to where they still do a great job, and don't overdo it. I still think the one up to 9,000 did its job also. And their Proformer here, well, hey, it performed pretty well up to where, you know, they took it. So I can't say anything bad about any of these Frams of the Proformer. And I say they all did a great job. Didn't see any metal fleck, didn't see any bad things going on, except where the Proformer looks like there was a bit of sludge starting. So maybe they'll want to, nope, I'm not telling them what to do. Do what you want. Gives me better videos when I get vehicles with a lot more mileage on the oil filters. There you go. Leave them in forever. disclaimer, do not leave them in forever. Change them on time. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.